believing in themselves. That can be a really challenging place to be. I'm curious, what's your kind of process for trying to getting people to believe in themselves again?
Well, two things there. You asked me about the salespeople. And you're a consultant, and I think you're a really good one because I've checked you out. And some of the hardest ones are not the salespeople as much as it is the CEO or the COO that has a different type of mindset. And so that's a challenge in itself. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to salespeople, is that now I am somebody that's really high energy, and I really believe in people. But what I try to do is to spend a certain amount of time with each person to kind of figure out where they are, figure out where it is that they want to go. I have a process now. I didn't always do this process, but I've got a process now that takes them through, almost like a life script. Where is it that you want to go with your life, and what is it that you want to do, and how is it that you want to get there? And then what I do is a series of trainings with all of them to be able to take them through where we are as a team, but then try to do the individual trainings with them and figure out, okay, how can I help you through this? One of the biggest things that I've had to do is with most of these people is that they bring a certain amount of baggage. And if they've been stuck before and something starts to go sideways and it's not going well, I've had to make sure that they pick up the phone and have a conversation with me so that we understand that that's just part of the process, and have an understanding with them that it's probably the biggest opportunity that they have in sales is when something goes wrong, is when the company doesn't do something, and say, okay, now this is your opportunity, because if what we're trying to do is to sell product, then we don't need you. This is the opportunity for you to make a big difference with you, but to go make a difference with the client. But then the other person you got to make a difference with is us, the company, mm-hmm. and make sure that you're doing the right thing by the company. And so you're the one that's supposed to be pulling it all together. And because I've taught most the ones that have done this, they're my top performers. And instead of getting all upset and sinking down into the negative side, they start to go to the positive side. And so that's one of the things that I've done with them that has really changed them. But it hasn't only changed them in business; it's starting to change the way their entire outlook, is with their personal life as well.
How do you thread that needle of, hey, things aren't going well? Say you got an underperforming rep, and an underperforming rep, you got to let them know that, like, hey, if this continues on for another month or 3 months or whatever it is, like, this is not going to be the job for you. How do you balance that with, like, keeping them motivated and excited?